Have you noticed her being unusually distant lately? Maybe she's not calling as often, or her smile feels a little forced. What if these are signs that she's secretly planning to leave? Don't ignore these subtle clues, because by the time you realize, it might already be too late. What if the things you're brushing off are actually cries for help she's too scared to voice? Stay with me to uncover the 14 alarming signs you can't afford to miss. If you've ever felt like something's not right in your relationship, you're not alone. Stay with me, because understanding these signs might just be the key to saving what truly matters to you. Watch till the end, because it could change everything. Let's dive in. Number 1. She's emotionally distant. One of the important signs you'll notice is a shift in her emotional presence. She used to be eager to talk about her day, share how she's feeling, but now she seems detached. Her responses are short, and when you try to initiate a deep conversation, it feels like she's not even listening. This emotional distance is often the first indicator that something's wrong, and it can feel like a sudden cold wind sweeping through your connection. Number 2, physical touch becomes rare. Remember those small touches, her hand on your back, the kiss on your cheek, the cuddle on the couch. If these gestures are suddenly rare or gone entirely, it's not just a phase. It's a sign she's pulling away. Physical affection is the lifeblood of connection. When she stops showing it, it's not just her body pulling away. Her heart may be doing the same. Number 3, she's spending more time away from you. Has she started spending more time outside the home, with friends, or just on her own? She says she's busy, but you get the sense she's avoiding spending time with you. Her commitment to the relationship seems to fade, and you're left wondering where she's really going. This can feel like a slow drift, one that you never saw coming, but the signs are there. Number 4, her compliments are fewer. At the start, she might have complimented you often, telling you how much she appreciates you. But lately, compliments are rare. She doesn't seem to notice the little things you do for her anymore, and when she does say something nice, it feels insincere. This shift often means she's no longer emotionally invested in the same way. It's as if her admiration for you has quietly faded into the background. Number 5, she's becoming defensive. When you bring up how you're feeling or question her behavior, she reacts with defensiveness. Instead of listening to your concerns, she gets angry or shuts down. It's almost as if every word you say is met with resistance. This change in how she reacts to your feelings is a red flag. She's no longer emotionally available for you the way she once was. Number 6, she stops making future plans with you. Remember when you would plan vacations, weekends, or talk about where you see yourselves in a few years? If she starts avoiding these conversations, or worse, seems indifferent about them, it's a strong indication that she's losing interest in continuing to build a future with you. It's as if she's already mentally packing her bags and moving on. Number 7, she's secretive about her day. Has she started keeping her day-to-day life more private? You used to know everything about her day, but now she's being secretive. She's not telling you where she's been, who she's with, or what she's doing. It feels like she's closing off parts of her life from you, and that distance between you both is growing wider. Number 8, she's spending more time with someone else. You've probably noticed her spending more time with someone else, maybe a friend or coworker. If she's prioritizing someone over you, it could be because they're giving her the emotional connection she's no longer getting from you. This shift in focus might be subtle, but it's telling. It might be the start of her finding someone else to fill the emotional void that's been left between you. Number 9, she's stopped showing interest in your life. In the past, she used to ask about your day, your goals, your feelings, but now it feels like she couldn't care less. When someone stops showing interest in your life, it often signals that they're emotionally checked out. A partner should still care about the little things in your world. If she's not, that's a serious red flag. Number 10, you feel like you're carrying the relationship alone. Do you feel like you're the one putting in all the effort to keep the relationship alive? If you're constantly initiating communication, planning dates, and trying to hold everything together, it means something's shifted. A relationship should be a two-way street, but if you're doing all the work, it's like you're carrying the weight of both hearts alone. Number 12, she's more focused on her appearance. If she starts paying extra attention to how she looks, especially when you're not around, it could be a sign she's preparing herself for something or someone else. While self-care is normal, a sudden focus on her appearance could signal she's trying to impress someone new. someone who's giving her the attention and validation she's no longer getting from you. Number 13. She's less supportive during difficult times. When you're going through a tough time, whether it's work stress or family issues, her lack of support can be a red flag. If she used to be your rock during hard times but now seems indifferent or even irritated by your problems, it's a clear sign that she's emotionally detached from the relationship. Number 14. She avoids serious conversations. When you try to talk about your relationship, your future together, or where things are headed, she avoids it. If she constantly changes the subject or shuts you down, when you try to have an honest conversation, it could be because she's already made up her mind. She just doesn't want to confront the truth with you. You've heard the signs, and maybe you've felt that nagging sense that something's not right in your relationship. But don't panic just yet. Relationships go through ups and downs, and sometimes the distance you feel might not be the end, but a signal that both of you need to reconnect, communicate, and rekindle the bond that brought you together in the first place. If you're seeing some of these signs, don't wait for things to fall apart. Take action now. Have an honest, open conversation with her. Ask how she's feeling, share your concerns, and listen without judgment. Relationships take work, but they're worth it if both people are invested in understanding and supporting each other. Remember, love is not just about the good times. It's about working through the tough times too. So don't ignore the signs, but also don't assume the worst. If you care about her and want this to work, be proactive, be patient, and most importantly, communicate with empathy. Relationships can be saved, but only if both of you are willing to put in the effort. You owe it to yourself and her to give it one last honest try.